Hey guys, and welcome back to World of Animals. In today's video I want to share with you two things. First, yesterday I did a huge makeover of this tank. I just removed most of the algae I could find, pulled out some dead plants, and now this tank looks great again in my opinion. It holds about 125 liters, which is pretty much. So I decided to move some fish in here. Two cichlids, some apistos I will show you. And I do that because they are currently in a small tank. It's way too small. It was more like a holding tank for them, but now I think they're ready for this big aquarium. And after that I wanted to share with you a new enclosure. Well, unfortunately it's not that new, but it's a Paludarium with a lizard inside of it, and it looks pretty cool, so let's get into it. So, right here we have the male, and this is a Apistogramma hongsloi. Those are a little bit more rare than the typical Apisto types, and I love this male. It's pretty gorgeous. It has like a grey-blue color on its body, which is pretty nice, and this big red stripe on its belly. And somewhere in here is the female as well. I'm not sure where, but she got some great colors too. She's not that colorful like him, but she has like a nice yellow color, and I love that about her. And sorry for the reflection, for the glare right here, but it's pretty bright inside of my room. So, as you guys can see, this tank is covered in algae. I don't like that at all, because this tank is on my desk, so I see this all the time. And I decided to do a rescape in the next video. So now I move all the fish, and right here is the female. Well, unfortunately she's not that bright yellow right now, but once they settle down in the new tank, I think they will look great again. So let's catch them. So what I have to do first is to remove the hardscape and the filter and anything like that in this tank, because if I wouldn't do that I couldn't catch them in here, obviously. And I have to use to put them into a bag, because the temperature of this tank and the bigger one are kinda different, so we have to acclimate them. But yeah, first we have to catch them in here. Wish me luck. As you might have noticed, there's also another fish in here. That's a rice fish, and he's kind of a leftover, so we have to pull him out as well. So I caught all three of them, and that's the mess I created right here. Nice. But let's put them inside the new tank and let them acclimate. So while they are acclimating to the temperature of this tank, let's have a look on the Paludarium I mentioned before. So this is the Paludarium I've talked about. Paludarium means a mixture of aquarium and terrarium. It's like it has a land part and of course water. So it's kinda a swamp, and in here I have some aquatic plants, some hygrophila, hydrocotyle, and anubias over there and right there, and some mosses. And this tank technically hasn't got a filter, but as you guys can see, there's water running. That's because underneath or behind this lava rock, there's a small pump pumping the water through the rocks and right over here and releasing it right there. And like this, it has a filtration, but not a real filter. And we have a small island of moss right here, and a big fern, and some other plants back there, mostly mosses. And yeah, in the water column aren't any fish or shrimp. We have some snails in here to keep it more clean, but it's too small for any other creatures. It holds about 3 gallons, I think, which isn't that much. And yeah, in here actually lives a reptile, a skink, a Tribolonotus Novaeguineae, and I will show you him. Hopefully he will come out. Let's try to feed him. So its English name is the spiny skink, and it's right now underneath the small house right there. And we will try to feed him a mealworm now. And you will see why I like this guy so much. Okay, there he was. He's pretty fast. I will do replay right here. And we will lift his house now, so we can have a better look on him. So in my opinion, this fella is one of the most gorgeous reptiles. He really looks like a dragon or a crocodile. If we have a closer look here, you can see what I mean. Look at his spines. He's really spiky. And those little guys are pretty shy, so that's why he was hiding. By time he settled in this enclosure, and I see him sometimes climbing up the waterfall or on the moss island and looking for food. He loves this fern right here, plays in it, hides in it. And yeah, he is really a gorgeous animal. And what's so interesting about them is that they are a reptile, but they are living inside of the water and on the land, kinda like crocodiles actually. But they don't spend too much time inside the water. They go swimming, but they search for the food inside the earth and on the land. And they like to bury inside of the earth. And that's kind of difficult for him in this enclosure actually. When I set it up, I didn't think about that. But I added some earth right here. It's pretty wet, but he could bury if he wanted to. And as he grows bigger, I will move him to another enclosure, so for now it should be okay. So, the epistos and the ricefish have acclimated for a while now, so it should be fine to release them. And while releasing them, I don't have to worry about any cross-contamination or anything like that, because I've had these fish for a while now, and I can surely say that they are healthy. So let's put them inside their new home. So of course they are stressed out now and will hide for the first few hours, but I think they will love this enclosure, this tank, because it's way bigger, they have more space, the female has more space to hide if the male chases her around a little bit, and they have more caves. I just put this one out of the other tank in here. We have a cave over here, a big piece of driftwood right here, which creates a cave over here and back there, and the huge amount of plants in here. So I will have a look in them, take care of them properly, and maybe do an update if I get some breeding action in here. Maybe I will be able to breed them, but we will see. So that should be it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you liked it. As promised, the next video will be the rescape of the small tank on my desk, so stay tuned for that. And if you like this video, leave a like and a comment, and of course subscribe if you want to. We see us on the next video. Bye.